What's up, couch potatoes? Oh, I never thought I'd be making a video like this. So, this video I am dedicating to my best friend. Now, if you know me personally, you probably know what already is going on. But if you don't, well, I'm going to tell you about my best friend. He was kind, he was caring, he was funny, he was smart. He just had one of those atmospheres about him that you couldn't get enough of. He was one of those people that you just loved. And I just want to dedicate a video to him because I miss him. Now, you might be confused, like, why can't I just make a video with him? Like, why can't I just go see him? But that's a bit hard to do. This video is dedicated to my best friend, Zander. Zander was born on the 6th of December 2002. He's 17. But it sucks because this channel had plans for him to be part of. And now he can't. Now you might be a bit confused. Zander passed away on the 13th of July after many complications with his health all his life. Zander was someone that everyone just knew who he was and everyone got along with. Now, I promise that in the future that the videos I post will be more upbringing and we'll be able to do some videos with some of the other members of the Couch Potatoes. I think we're going to start doing some vlogs of our hanging out in town. I'm planning to get a video camera soon, which is really exciting. So, but this is about Zander, not about the future of this channel. Zander, I met nearly 3 years ago. It was 2018, 2017, at a roller skating rink on the 1st of September. I remember it was a youth event and one of my really good mates, Cam, who's also a member of this channel, who you probably I haven't introduced you to him yet. He brought Zander along and I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I wasn't really sure. I was just like, oh, cool, new friend. So we sort of just rode around. He could not let go of the wall. I remember there was the ramp at this roller skating rink. So we have a roller skating rink in our central town. And there's a ramp and they doing competitions and stuff. It's not a very big roller skating rink, but it's a nice one. And there was this ramp on the side, which I just brought into the middle for people to do tricks on. And Zander was like, I bet that I could just jump over that. And I just stood there and I was like, you can't even let go of the wall. But that was the sort of person Zander was. Overly confident, loud, optimistic, positive, extroverted, weird, crazy. Just someone that you could never get enough of. He's someone who just knew how to light up a mood. You could be in a terrible mood and he knew how to cheer you up. As someone who had been sick for all 17 years of his life, he wasn't even expected to make it to 2 weeks old. To have that much positivity and that much energy you don't see very often. And it just sucks that I guess I couldn't have seen it more. He was so sick for as long as I've known him, and for all of his life, in and out of hospital constantly. And yet, he never complained about how sick he was. If he was sick, he's like, oh yeah, it's not been a great day because I've been sick, but it's also been a great day because it's life. He knew that life wasn't long, and he knew that life was too short. So he grabbed onto it with both hands. He wasn't spiteful or rude or jealous or envious of people or to people who had more than him. He didn't try and bring people down so he could feel better because he was sick. No, he wanted to lift everyone else up. He was someone who you don't even think could exist. He was someone who put everyone before him. He was one of a kind. He was more than one of a kind. Like, you're never going to understand what it's like to be friends with Zander unless you've been friends with Zander. But just from how I'm describing him, you can probably get the sort of person that I've lost. Zander never had easy ways of making friends. People knew him, but people saw him as weird, extroverted, and a bit quirky. And sadly, society doesn't accept that. He was someone who was undoubtedly Zander. He didn't let peer pressure or society or social norms or anything get in the way of who he was. He'd show up to school socials, he'd show up to youth group in these superhero outfits. He was so obsessed with Marvel. And he was just someone you didn't care how out of the norm he was. He was Zander, and he made you happy, and he made you feel good, and he made you just you. Like, I don't know where I'd be if I'd never met Zander. I honestly don't know. I would have not had a lot of the memories I had. I would probably not be as close to a lot of people as I am. I probably wouldn't be friends with one of my best friends right now if it wasn't for him. A lot of people I wouldn't have met if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't have met my boyfriend if it wasn't for him. Like, he's someone who you will never forget. And I just realised I've talked about him for 8.5 minutes. So I just want to wrap it up by just saying a few memories. His 17th birthday, we went out to his dad's farm. We had this huge party. It was a legendary night. We had a DJ James debut. If you're watching this, DJ James, you're a legend and I love you. We went on the jumping castle. We completely hotboxed an entire, music room. We had a great night. And there's so many other memories that I have with him. From us throwing our friend Cam's surprise birthday party, to throwing him a surprise birthday party at youth, to the endless weird conversations at the youth group, small groups, and at the table at youth group, to the countless conversations about fruit, to talking about my new crush and how it wasn't going to last because I seemed to have a terrible taste in men. But I think he would have approved of this one, seeing he introduced us. And it's sort of his fault that we're together. But it sucks that it had to be this way, that me and him ended up together. But we have so many memories together. And I honestly treasure them, and I will treasure them forever. Obviously, there's so many memories that I don't want to go into detail with, because I might start crying. But I needed to do this video. And now that I've got this video all recorded, the editor, which is me, will, I guess, put some photos and videos of Zander at the end of this. So, yeah, have fun.
It's perfect outside, it's like God let me dial up the weather. Got the whole crew here, I ain't seen some of them in forever. It's one of those never forget it, better stop and take it in kind of scenes. Everything's just right, yeah, except for one thing. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it. And you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. You should be here. Be taking way too many pictures on your phone, showing them off to everybody that you know back home, and even some you don't. Yeah, they say now you're in a better place, and I would be too if I could see your face. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it. And you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. Oh, you should be here, you'd be loving this, you'd be freaking out, you'd be smiling. Yeah, I know you'd be all about what's going on right here, right now. God, I wish somehow you could be here. Oh, you should be here. Yeah, this is one of those moments that's got your name written all over it. And you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. Oh, you should be here. You should be here. It's perfect outside, it's like God let me dial up the weather. Got the whole crew here, I ain't seen some of them in forever. It's one of those never forget it, better stop and take it in kind of scenes. Everything's just right, yeah, except for one thing. You should be here, standing with your arm around me be taking way too many pictures on your phone, showing them off to everybody that you know back home, and even some you don't. Yeah, they say now you're in a better place, and I would be too if I could see your face. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it, and you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. Oh, you should be here, you'd be loving this, you'd be freaking out, you'd be smiling. Yeah, I know you'd be all about what's going on right here, right now. God, I wish somehow you could be here. Oh, you should be here. Yeah, this is one of those moments that's got your name written all over it, and you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. Oh, you should be here. You should be here. It's perfect outside, it's like God let me dial up the weather. Got the whole crew here, I ain't seen some of them in forever. It's one of those never forget it, better stop and take it in kind of scenes. Everything's just right, yeah, except for one thing. You should be here, standing with your arm around me here, cutting up, cracking a cold beer, saying cheers. Hey y'all, it's sure been a good year. It's one of those moments that's got your name written all over it, and you know that if I had just one wish, it'd be that you didn't have to miss this. You should be here. You'd be taking way too many pictures on your phone, showing them off to everybody that you know back home, and even some you don't. Yeah, they say now you're in a better place, and I would be.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry, I am crying right now because this is emotional, as you can expect. So, I just want to say, rest in peace, Zander. You were an angel, and you will never, ever, ever be forgotten. Even when everyone you knew dies, you won't be forgotten, because we'll pass down your legacy. You will not be forgotten. There is a legacy going out in your name. There is a plaza party being named after you. There has been concerts dedicated to you. There's been songs written about you. There's been YouTube videos written about you. And in the near future, there'll be a movie out there dedicated to you. And I just want to say rest in peace, Zander, because you are my angel. You are my best friend. And it sucks that I had to lose you. You will never, ever, 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 ever be forgotten. And I'll see you later, buddy, when we meet again.